Hi, today we'll be looking into the examination terms feature. This feature is available in the principal section. Now first off, we have to scroll down a little and then click on examinations setup. And from there we have to click on examination terms. Now terms in a school are decided on a school by school basis. So that might be a board-based system. So CBSE, ICSE, PSEB and such might have different times for their terms and different names even. So in this feature, we'll be able to create the terms that we require for our own requirement. So first off, we have to click on this button right here which says create terms. And then we'll have to select the terms type. Let's go with normal for this one. And because we already have term 1 and term 2, let's name this one term 3. Okay. And then we'll have to select the class or classes to which this term applies. Well, this is because a school just might have different term system for different classes. It can be like a specific system for the board classes and a different term system for non-board classes. So different terms can be made for different classes with the help of this feature. Okay, let's just say the term 3 is applicable to only +1 arts. And then we'll have to select a term start date. Let's go with, let's click on the year right here and we'll go with October 2026. Let's start the term on 1st October 2026. Okay, now let's select the term end date. We'll click on the YYYY and let's click on this 2026 right here and go to 2027 and let's click outside and click on the DD and let's go with the 31st of January 2027. And then we'll have to select the month for examination. So for this term, when are the exams gonna happen? So let's go with February and we'll click on submit. Success, term inserted successfully. We'll click on OK. And we can see the terms right here, term 1, term 2 and term 3. Now let's look into the second type of terms by creating a new term. Let's select the term type to be collective this time. Now, what is a collective term? This is a term whose marks or percentage is derived from other terms, hence the name. So there will be no exams for this term, but this is a term. For example, this will be our 4th term and it will derive its marks from the past 3 terms. So let's just name this one term 4 and okay. So we cannot select the classes here, nor the start or end date and nor the examination month because I already told you that there will be no exam for this term. So we want to make this term in such a way that it derives marks from the first term, the second term and the third term. So let's just select term 1 here, term 2 here and click on this green button right here. Oops, limit reached. You cannot add more than 2 terms for the selected group. Now, this is not a problem with the software, but a problem with what we did. And we did that intentionally just to showcase this. Now click on OK and let's go down. Now, what happened is that for term 1 and term 2, as you can see, there are many classes involved in this type of term. But in term 3, we only said that term 3 applies on +1 arts, which does not make sense. So if we want to use terms 1 and 2 for a collective term, we can use them, but not term 3 because it does not have the same classes as the other terms. So it only makes sense that term 3 also has the same classes as term 1 and term 2 in order to make the term 4 derive its marks from term 1, 2 and 3. So what we can do here is go to the right and click on this edit button right here for term 3 And there it is again. Now we can add the rest of the classes as the other two terms here. Okay, so now we have added all the classes in the school into this select class section. Let's go down and let's just keep the start and end dates the same, the examination date as well. Let's click on this update button right here. Success, term updated successfully. Let's click on OK. And we'll get back to creating the term number 4. Create terms, collective, term name, term 4 just as before. And then we'll select the term 1 here, term 2 here, and click on this green button right here, which hopefully works now. And yes, it does. Term 3 here. And then we can select the percentage. So for term 1, let's say it counts for 30% of term 4's percentage. And for term 2, let's go for 30 as well. So for the term 4, term 1 and term 2 both weigh 30% each. And for term 3, we'll go with 40. So this one has a higher percentage. So for example, in term 1, a student scored 100 out of 100 marks. So in term 4, for term 1, they will get 30%. And again, for term 2, let's say they scored 100 out of 100. So then for term 4, the marks will be considered as 30 out of 30. And for term 3, let's again say that they scored 100 out of 100. For term 3, for term 4, this percentage of term 3 will be considered 40 out of 40. So in term 4, they will again, as a result, get 100 out of 100. Pretty brilliant student, by the way. So let's click on submit right here. I just made the 100 out of 100 to make it simpler to understand and convey. So then we'll click on this submit button right here. And success, term inserted successfully. Okay. And as we can see, term 3 and 4 have been created in front of your eyes in this tutorial. Now, along with editing the term, if we go to the right, we can also delete a term by clicking on this button right here. Yes, delete it, and it's gone. Thank you.